is the St. Monica Teen Center.
The mission of the St. Monica Teen Center is to provide a safe place for teens to participate in quality programs, activities, and have resources available to them in a positive recreational setting that will empower, develop, and encourage productive interactions with their peers while recognizing them as important members of the Raleigh community.
Well, I wonder what it's like to be the rainmaker. I wonder what it's like to know that I made the rain. I'd store it in boxes with little yellow tags on every one, and you could come and see that when I'm done.
The first program our group created was a 4-week-long Wolfpack cooking class. This was held during our lab period on Wednesdays from 3 to 4 p.m. Through this program, teens were able to prepare pizza pinwheels, orange chocolate chip scones, mini pumpkin pies, and s'mores candy apples. We were able to plan our programs through a survey which we had created earlier in the semester to gather the interests and limitations of all teens. Our goals for this program were to instill responsibility on the teens and provide them with the skills and knowledge to prepare meals themselves. The teens were very involved in this hands-on program. They did a terrific job communicating and working together to make each recipe a success. Overall, our group thought this program was a great success because it gained more and more participants each and every week. Our second program was the Wolf Prowl Campus Tour at NC State. This event took place on Saturday, December 1st from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Through this program, teens were able to see a variety of locations and history across NC State campus. The tour began at the Bell Tower. From there, we stopped at a variety of locations, including the Wolf Ears, DHL Library, and the Free Expression Tunnel. For lunch, participants were able to eat at the Fountain Dining Hall, compliments of the College of Natural Resources. The teens were able to visit Carmichael Gym prior to lunch and see all of its components. The climax event of this day was at the Free Expression Tunnel. All teens were able to spray paint a portion of the tunnel using their own creativity. To end the day, we brought the teens to the school bookstore where they could purchase some sort of souvenir. Before the teens got on the bus to head back to St. Monica's, each of them was given a gift bag that consisted of a CNR t-shirt, bag tag, and carabiner. Our group thought this event was a huge success. All the teens enjoyed the day very much, and many of them are now considering NC State as their college choice.
Working at the St. Monica Teen Center this semester, I learned how to program in a way that can be used in almost any type of situation. I learned this by helping plan for 2 programs that we did, the cooking class and the field trip. Each program was different in many ways. We started planning each program by using the programming way. This learning matters because every program has to start somewhere, and a good place to start would be the programming way.
I've learned that many teenagers are willing to engage in diverse experiences when given the opportunity. And I learned this through working closely with the teenagers here at St. Monica Teen Center and witnessing stepping up to the plate and becoming leaders as we are working in our program. This learning is important because teaching our next generation some of the skills to be responsible will allow them the ability and opportunities to be respected leaders in the community. In light of this learning, I will continue to engage with the teenage population here in the area and will provide them unique opportunities for growth and experiences that will help them become more.
Through this experience, I learned that it is possible that the elements of the programming way may be reworked. I learned this through facilitating our first program when things were changed to better suit the needs of the program. This learning matters because it helps to reinforce the fact that not all programs are the same and therefore cannot be planned for in the same way. In light of this learning, in the future, I will take into account the individuality of each program and each participant.
Being at St. Monica Teen Center this semester, I learned that age group characteristics play a big role in program selection and planning. I learned this by interacting with the teens and understanding what they're interested in and what they want to see happen at the Teen Center. This learning matters because Programs and events cannot be successful if they do not directly suit the interests or desires of the target market. In light of this line, I understand age group appropriateness in the planning process makes it much easier in designing programs and making them efficient.
One thing I learned is that the programming way is very helpful when planning and implementing programs for the Santa Monica Teen Center. It provides a good guideline of activities that should be included in an event so the program flows and it is more fun for participants. I learned this by comparing the second to the first cooking class. During the second cooking class, we had more activities which gave the program a better flow and the teams talked more to each other throughout the program. This learning matters because it ensures that the program has a nice flow and provides opportunities for participants to interact throughout the program. In light of this learning, I will use the programming way in the future to plan events.
I learned that through all my programming that we've done so far, my biggest fear coming in was actually communicating with the clientele, but it's actually the easiest part to do. I learned this through our very first program when I came in, and everyone was just, all the clientele, all the teams were very excited for the opportunity, and they're very open, they're very friendly, so it took all the nerve away right there. This learning is important for me because it helped me better participate in the programming so I could help the group out better, so I wasn't just wasted space. In light of this learning for the future, it's going to help me as a program planner so that when I'm trying to plan a program for different clientele, there's not going to be any kind of awkwardness between us. I'll be able to talk to them, be open up them, and share all ideas I have for the programming that they're interested in.
I learned that if you can just really engage the teams and get them involved, it's really going to go a long way. I remember watching the first video in the next class, and I think it really shows that if you could just be hands-on, and even if it's goofy or silly, it really goes a long way for the teams. And I learned this through our first cooking class. Everybody was kind of shy and didn't really want to do anything. And once everybody kind of got hands-on and our group was showing that it's exciting and fun, they really started to participate and get active in this. I learned this learning is important because if you can get teams excited and have fun, it'll be beneficial for them, and it'll be beneficial for me to see that what I'm doing really affects them and their lives. And anytime you can come into the teen center and these kids can have fun and they smile when they see you walking through the door, it goes a long way for me. In light of this learning, I'll just always continue whenever I'm doing any type of program, whether it's with older people or younger people. I'm just going to make sure that I bring my enthusiasm and I can continue to make everybody excited to do what we're doing, whether it's something really silly to me or something that's actually really fun. So whenever I can bring that enthusiasm, it'll be really good for our event, and hopefully it'll have let other people have fun.
We as a group would like to thank everyone that helped us this semester to make each and every one of our programs a success and gave us this great opportunity at St. Monica Teen Center. First, Annette Moore, our teacher, Alec Craven, our director, the College of Natural Resources, the St. Monica staff, our classmates, and of course, all the teens we were able to work with. We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you all for this incredible experience.